All right, seeing none, what do you want to jump to now?
We were going to have Art finish so that Art can go home and then we could get.
All right, so Art, why don't you come up here and we'll talk about the conference realignment, right? Which is under new business, Metro Conference Expansion Agreement, page 91. All right, is that all right with you?
Yeah, I just wanted Art to answer any questions that need to be answered now, so when we get into this later, we can just vote on it as a formality, instead of Art wait until we get to that point of the agenda.
Okay.
So basically, if you haven't read the other schools or anything, what occurred was we've obviously been looking for conference expansion over the last couple of years. At the snafu earlier with the other school, but we've been looking, and these 7 schools actually came to us that were looking to get out of their current conference and wanted to join ours. So we met all the ADs in our conference, met prior, had a discussion, then we brought all the ADs of these 7 schools in and kind of a question answer period with them. At that point, the ADs voted to make a recommendation to our Board of Controls, which is the principals of all the schools, to allow the 7 schools to join the conference starting in 2014-15 school year. The schools include Aurora Central Catholic, Chicago Christian, Guerin College Prep, Immaculate Conception College Prep, St. Edward's High School, and Elgin, Walther Lutheran, and Wheaton Academy. Although a lot of details still need to be worked out, the plan right now moving forward is there would be 2 divisions of 7 in every sport. Outside of football, there'd be two divisions of 6 because 2 of the schools do not have football. We're very excited about it. I think the level of competition overall will increase. I think, we know that some of our sports will now have enough teams to have a conference, boys volleyball, girls badminton, possibly girls golf soon. So that's exciting. On the activities side, all of these schools bring an array of activities that will join with our conference. So the opportunities will be out there. The scheduling will just be so much easier because you'll have your conference schedule set. You'll have non-conference crossover games set. So to pick up those other non-conference games will be much easier because the numbers will be down. We are hoping to have all of the divisions set and schedules set no later than December is what we were instructed, I believe, by the Board of Control to have everything set, new bylaws, things like that. So we are very excited. I do think these 7 schools will be a great addition. We're not sure on what schools will be in what division, but it'll be the most likely the schools are South Fenton, Glenbard South, and then with the addition of some of these, it would be more based on competition and offerings than anything else of who will align in each division. And I mean, it's all probably change. Maybe every 2 years you'll look and see if one school will kind of bump up to that higher division or bump down, but you would definitely keep it for a few years before you'd make any adjustments to who's in what division.
Do you have enrollments at all, Art?
Not on me. They are, a lot of them are around actual enrollments, 500-600 with the multiplier 700, 800, 900. A lot of them are a class down from us. I mean, we're the largest school in the conference. We're up in obviously track and some other sports in 4A where nobody else is up in that class. So we are the largest school enrollment-wise. I will say that a lot of these schools play at a very high level. We have played a number of them in state series competition. A number of them have gone downstate in a number of their sports. Now, how that equates from 2A to 4A or 2A to 3A to be determined, but they do have some very, very high-quality programs. So I don't think the actual population of the school will be too much of an issue.
We're going from a conference with 5 public and 2 parochial schools and adding 7 parochial schools. Are there very many conferences where the great majority of the teams are parochial with a public school in it?
No, I think we're in uncharted territory here, but I will say that what was attractive to them, to us, is the fact that Timothy Christian and Ileana Christian have been with us, and they used to be with them. And the relationship that they have with us and the relationship we have with them has been really good the last couple of years. So in talking with them, they thought it would be a good fit, as we do too. So it's a little awkward. I don't think there's another conference in the state that would be like ours, but I think it's a good fit for everybody.
The traveling, is it?
Traveling
Because you do a
won't-
lot of non-conference already, is the
Yeah,
traveling?
the traveling won't really increase much for us. In fact, some will probably decrease. Obviously, like St. Ed's and Elgin will probably be the farthest, Aurora, Central Catholic. But we do the Plainfields and those. So on our end, I don't think it's really gonna increase. I mean, IC's in Elmhurst, Walther Lutherans.
But, you mentioned a couple sports. Are there others than any of the water aquatic sports?
They do not have any.
So we'll still be independent on our water
Yes.
polo and
Yeah.
swimming?
Water polo, swimming. We might have girls gymnastics also. There's a couple schools that are looking to start those programs.
Okay.
You need 5 schools to have a conference.
Okay.
So,
As far as we know, are these private schools all fiscally healthy?
yes. One we had talked about, but they had just recently got some money donated to their school, and looks like they'll be okay.
There was a question submitted by a board member discussing who works with the Constitution and the bylaws and the Board of Control. That's the athletic directors and the building principals, correct?
Yeah, the athletic directors will make any recommendation to bylaws, which will then go to the Board of Control, which then they have to vote on it. So
Board of Control is the principals.
Board of Control is the principals.
Okay.
In terms of our the conference constitution, is this gonna preclude adding like some more big schools?
No,
potentially?
I really think actually we talked about it makes us a little more attractive now that you have a little more stability, and a bigger school don't have to play some of the smaller schools that we currently have that don't have all the levels like we do. So now I think it makes us more attractive. We're happy where we're at, but we still want to grow.
The overall goal, when I attended the meeting, was that eventually to get to a big small, right?
Correct.
To a what?
A big small division.
A multi-division conference, so where there's a big division and a small.
So right now, we're kind of moving to a big small, but we still have some smalls with bigs. So I think it does make it a little more attractive.
Is there an
for some-
optimal size? I mean, most conferences are roughly, what, 8, 9, 7? I mean, is there an optimal size?
You just need even numbers.
Even numbers?
Yeah.
So we're looking maybe to have 2 18
You could go
conferences
8 and 8.
eventually?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. You usually need to add by 2, so.
And this conference will start not next year?
2014-15, so not
Okay.
next year, the following year.
And then will you, in your updates, be able to provide either via Kevin's update or how that's going along, just to provide an update what's happening?
Yep, absolutely.
Any other questions for Art on this?
I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
I'm asking Matt's questions. For football, you're a small school. I mean, for playoffs, the win-loss record is going to be dependent on their classification and versus like they
The way
beat
football
RB,
will,
then
yeah, the way football will work now, right now, we don't have an automatic bid if you win conference because we don't have enough schools. With this new alignment, you'll have 2 divisions of 6. Whoever wins conference will get an automatic bid.
in whatever class. they're
Whatever
in.
class, yeah.
Okay.
The other way it works is your playoff points are determined upon your opponent's wins. That's how you get in the playoffs, and then it just class-wise. So when you make your schedule, if you have a bunch of teams that you're just going to beat up on, but they're not going to win any games, you don't get very many playoff points. So then you got to get in by record alone. Another way, if you go 5-4 but have a tough schedule where your opponents are winning 7 or 8 games, you're going to have a lot of playoff points and you're going to get in at 5-4. But with this new alignment, it's if you win your win your division, you will get an automatic bid. You could be 4-5 and get an automatic bid.
And your strategy going forward with this, once this conference has started, is to keep on looking for big boys for us to play with,
Correct.
as an out-of-conference teams.
Yes.
So
For
like
all
NAS, like for football, it'd be a NAS or a Fenwick or something like that.
Moving forward for football, we're actually set for that 2014 year. We'll open up with Morton High School
Okay,
and then NAS Week 2, and then it'll be conference.
okay. Any
5
other questions
conference,
for
2
Art?
non-conference.
Now, they came to you, or how did this work?
At the AD's convention, actually, one of their ADs started talking to in their conference, kind of started the conversation, and they pretty much came to us, but we listened and asked questions, and just kind of fell into place.
Although they're a private school, don't they take their population and multiply it by a factor to
Yes.
grade them?
For
So-
playoff-wise, yes.
So
yeah.
even if they have less students, and they can get kids from outside their boundary?
So if their population is 600, their IHSA population is like 925.
Are they all co-ed?
Yes.
Good.
So
All
really,
right.
all the new ones have football then, except for the two schools?
All the new ones have football.
football.
Yeah,
Okay.
Ileana Christian and Timothy are the two that don't, that are currently in our conference.
All right, any other questions for Art? Art, thank you very much. Appreciate it. You're back up here, I don't know why.
She's gonna participate in advisory council.
All right, so come on up and, let's, first of all, is there any,
We already did some.
requests to add on any additional discussion items?
Yes, there is.
Okay,
Kevin may not like this. Graduation day.
okay. All right, we'll add that on. Anything else? All right,